Sitting here on this lonely dock, watch the rain play on the ocean top.
Well, I wrote I'd Rather Be With You maybe about 2.5 years ago, I think. I was sitting on a pier in Santa Monica, California, and it had just started to drizzle, and I was thinking about my ex-girlfriend and thought maybe I'd write her a song. It's a simple little love song, you know. There's not much of a story behind it like some of the other songs, which is why I think it's ironic that it's become the single, because you have to talk about it all the time, the single. And it's always like, well, this is the one kind of without a story. It's just a simple little love song. Joshua Radin and foot size? Is that what you want to know? 11. I don't know what your sizes are like here, but I don't know. I guess maybe I need one of those things. Maybe, I never thought about that. But I never thought about being as popular as Jacko or Elvis. Maybe in order to like take over the world musically, you have to have one of those things. I should work on that. I mean, I just write songs about my life and sing them to people. I don't know. I don't really.
Works pretty well.
It's worked so well so far since I just started, but maybe I should incorporate something like that. Well, if you come up with anything, let me know. I can moonwalk in a circle. I can moonwalk in a line too. I was a huge Jacko fan, and like when I was 9 years old, and I practiced the moonwalk in my mirror as a kid.
Stop doing it instead.
I think every kid did. Maybe God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson's. I mean, I really love the song, but I think the production on that song, I mean, obviously the production on Pet Sounds is probably tops. You know, that and Sgt. Pepper, when they came out at the same time, were like vying for, we're recreating what pop music is. And I always look to that era, like 1967, of those two, John Lennon and Brian Wilson, sort of competing against each other, looking to each other and, you know, knowing that Pet Sounds was Lennon's favorite record and Sgt. Pepper was Brian Wilson's favorite record. And so, I don't know, the production on God Only Knows is pretty brilliant. Songs, just it's the song itself, maybe, it's gotta be something by Dylan, but there's so many to choose from. Maybe Just Like a Woman. I mean, the lyrics in that song are pretty brilliant. Maybe Shelter from the Storm. I don't know. There's so many, you know.
Well, any of those three, basically.
You could pretty much, okay, any Dylan song. I wish I had written. Pretty much get a sense of who I am as a person, I think, when I play a live show. It's very honest. I don't like there's not a light show, there's not a backup dancers. It's not like going to obviously like a big pop show. It's, no matter what size the room, I try to make it feel like it's a room with 100 people in it. If there's 2,000 people, I want to make it feel intimate. So that's what you'll get. Probably Rick's Cafe. It's my favorite restaurant in Cleveland, Ohio.
Why is it your favorite?
Well, they have great clam chowder. Like, I've never had anything like it, even in Maine, or, you know, where clam chowder is so famous in New England. It's called Sherry's Chowder. Sherry's the chef. Yeah, I love it. I can't get enough of it. I guess, well, my best friend is Zach Braff, you know who he is from Scrubs. I mean, he's my best friend. We often have said to each other over the decade that we've been best mates, it's sort of like, I wish we were gay, because then we could date each other and it would be like, great, you know, make each other laugh. It'd be so much easier than having to find all these women, you know, that don't make you laugh. No. Yeah, in high school, we used to streak all the time. Like, it was just something I grew up in the suburbs, just a typical American suburb in the Midwest, and, you know, sometimes we had to make our own fun. So, you know, I would throw parties at my house all the time because my parents would go out of town. And they'd, like, you know, sometimes, you know, people would get really drunk, and we'd have games where we just, you know, everyone would get naked, and you'd have to, like, one person would take everyone's clothes to another person's house, and you'd have to make it in a certain period of time, you know, through the neighborhood at night, you know, naked, like running through the streets. And there's really, you know what, I don't know if I've ever laughed harder in my life than the first time I streaked and saw some of my friends' bare asses running through the moonlight with just, you know, trainers on. I mean, it's just, there's something really funny about it. And you're diving into bushes when cars drive by, and you're running into people's backyards, swimming through their pool, and getting out, hopping the fence, and, you know, like cutting through neighborhoods, and it's pretty fun, actually. I've done that since I was a kid, but. Crimes against music. I hate to judge another musician, you know, it's like you don't want to be a hater. You know, the fact that someone's out there playing music and doing something creative, even if it's not something that's your taste, especially not on camera. You know, I might say to one of my friends, a song might come on and be like, oh, you know, everyone's got that, but I don't think on camera I'd be comfortable hating on another artist. Sleeping. So boring, right? Actually, not by 11 p.m. I was asleep by midnight last night because I had to get up, do all these interviews, and then finish my third record in the studio today. It's the last day of recording, so I want it to be well rested. It's going really well, thanks. It's definitely my favorite work I've done so far, so I can't wait for people to hear it. But at 11 p.m. last night, I was still finishing lyrics for this last song that we're going to record later today.